I just want to quickly talk about the other projects you have going on. Last time you were here, you were talking about your cannabis company. Are you still working on that?
Yes, still Seven Leaves, still supplying quality cannabis all over California. Cannabis space has changed drastically in the last 5 years. Everyone thought it was going to be a gold mine, but it kind of plateaued out and got saturated because I think the special thing about cannabis used to be you couldn't get great cannabis everywhere, but now you can. Right. The prices have gone down, and it's just a kind of a crazy market. So now the new rush and what I'm studying up on and have some opportunity to jump into are the mushroom game. The mushrooms are really starting to pick up. And, I've been learning a little bit about that, the psilocybin space. So we'll see if I actually jump into that or just, utilize that as another form of medicine.
Yeah. I had somebody on. It was one of my best episodes, actually, a guy that he has a company in New York City where people can go in and do 6 sessions or whatever. And they are taken on a journey for, an hour with ketamine and with the mushroom, the psilocybin stuff. Mm-hmm. And then obviously there was, everyone was kind of like taken aback with this whole thing with Matthew Perry. Do you have any thoughts on people that abuse it versus people that really can use it for a benefit?
I think everything has to be used responsibly, whether that's alcohol or cannabis, mushrooms, crazier drugs. And again, to each his own, everything has to be used responsible. You know what I mean? So I can't educatedly speak on the plant or on the mushrooms to say what they can and can't do to you. But again, I just lean on everything has to be used responsibly. I'm someone who still microdoses and follows the instructions of the people who are kind of giving it to me. I don't jump out there on the edge. But then again, I have some friends that go crazy and jump out there in the deep end with the mushrooms. So again, to each his own. I've actually even stopped using cannabis as much as I have. I could just, maybe because I'm older and I've tried so many things, I just kind of enjoying peace naturally now. So, but again, I don't judge but I definitely do that. This is a huge growing space. The mushroom space is.
Right. Okay. You have a coffee table book. Is that out already?
So no, we partnered with Simon and Schuster. I think it actually drops next month, if I'm not mistaken, either October or November. We partnered All the Smoke, the first ever podcast coffee table book. So we're really excited about that. I'll have to send you a copy.
Yeah. What does that mean? What's in it?
Just a lot of our greatest episodes and the people we've talked with and talked about.
So fun.
A ton of just different great stories behind the scenes stuff that may have not have aired. So just a really kind of in-depth look at our journey to where we are currently and some of the best guests we've had.
What are some of the best guests that you've had?
Oh man, Kobe obviously is up there because we did his last interview. Was incredible. We did Will Smith's first interview after the slap.
I remember that.
We did Jada's first interview.
Wait, with Will Smith, didn't they make you kind of take some of that out?
So Will told us what he did immediately after the smack, and he went on a self. What was the word he used? He wanted to find the self, so he traveled the world,
journey or something.
Bunch of different language. He learned a bunch of different religions. And traveled the world, and he had a really cool story about a Buddhist. I don't want to misspeak, but it was something that he learned where he was with this Buddhist for a handful of days, and he wouldn't talk to him for the first 3 or 4 days, and finally he did. And it was really just kind of a self-enlightenment, and it was such he cried during it, he smiled during it, he laughed during it. And this was right when they were about to put out was Emancipation? Is that the movie he did with Apple? And Apple kind of cut all that juiciness out.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Disappointing because he really opened up and after his team told us, he's like, we've never seen Will open up like that to anybody. Thank you guys. You made him feel very comfortable and blah, 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 blah. So that was a special experience. It was almost, you had to be there to get the full experience. But, Will was one of them. Steph, KD, we've had Jamie Foxx. We've had, what I like is we've been able to obviously start in the sports realm, but then we've been able to cross over into entertainment and hip hop and in the music space. So a ton of interviews, but yeah, definitely be looking out. We'll have more information soon about where you can get it. But very proud to have a coffee table book and partner with such a huge book company like Simon and Schuster.
Do you have somebody in the future that's on your bucket list that you absolutely are dying to get?
I'd love to get Obama. Oddly enough, I'd love to sit down with Trump. I like to speak to people that I don't understand or maybe have the same point of views to have a conversation. Because I think so often if we don't know something, we judge it and we don't ever necessarily get the explanation behind it. So Obama, Trump, LeBron, Dr. Dre, and Michael Jordan are probably my top 5 people I want to get.
Amazing. I think those are great options for you. And then lastly, I know you have a tequila company. Yeah.
Mezcal. So the family, same family. We launched a mezcal called the Niños. Launched that, doing well, really excited. Actually heading out to Mexico to the city where we got the agave from, and kind of learned the journey and the story of the people who made it, and kind of just the story of how mezcal came about. So yes, we ventured off into the alcohol space now, so that's going well. And I couldn't, Rachel, when you think about all the smoke and our 5-year anniversary, I could never imagine it would have done what it's done so far. It's opened up so many doors. I say I had the best job in the world for 15 years, but post career, I get paid basketball money now to talk and have great conversations where I'm a fan of these people and I'm getting a chance to learn more. So this whole journey has been another tremendous blessing, and I'm very thankful for the opportunities.
Yeah, I love that. Well, you have so much going on, especially in the next week, but also in the next upcoming year. I'm really excited for you for all the things. You'll have to come back in a year from now to let me know how it all pans out. But I wish you the best. I think you're awesome, and I'm a fan. So thank you.
Thank you. Continued success for you guys as well. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, son.